Check 1 2, check 1 2. Alright, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Audio seems good. Sec. I'm gonna have to adjust the mic. It seems a little low. When I say a little low, the position seems to be a little low. I just need to like lock this thing in. But it's like I think I need like a whole new mic arm for this to work. But yeah. Hey everyone, welcome to the food truck. Hey Amy, welcome. Oh, just a sec, I got distracted. But yeah, welcome Amy. It's been a while. How you doing? Anyway, hey everyone, welcome to the food truck after dark. At night, after dark, I'm not even sure anymore. But yeah, it's nighttime and it's a little late for a Ruka stream. But you know, this is kind of the perfect time to do Mahjong, as far as I'm concerned. Mahjong is at night, after dark. And who knows, you're just kind of like having fun, but there might be some bets involved. At least as far as the channel is concerned, the only bets are if I get to 4th place. If I get to 4th place on any game, I have to take a shot. If no one's if no one knew that by now, but just thought I should lay that out. And it's like, wait, why is this guy drinking every single time during Mahjong night on stream? That's why I could make it, what do you call this? I could make the rules harsher on myself. I don't want to get myself too wasted on stream. That's probably not good for anyone. But yeah. Anyway, hey Amy, welcome. It's been a while. Yeah, how has it been? How has it been? I know you've been pretty busy. So, but anyway, so today it feels like it's been a while since we did this last. I know it's been a while since we did this last, and that's because I was busy last week. And even if I was here last week, it would have probably been like a food thing or something. But yeah, good. But been very offline until recently. I have noticed. I have definitely noticed that. Also, it seems to be like there's a Code Geass event happening in Mahjong Seoul. I honestly don't know when. Well, I guess I've been told whenever these events pop up, but it's like, yeah, I just I just don't really do them. I'm here for the Mahjong table, and Mahjong's all I really do. Yeah, Mahjong. You need Mahjong in your life. That'd be great. But the thing is, we need like at least 1 or 2 more people to join for the what do you call it? For the friendly matches. It's a little hard to do Mahjong with just 2 people. So we need like at least 1 or 2 more people, and then we can set up for a match here. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the ranked matches, warm up a little bit, and we can just talk. Just talk about random stuff. Let me see. East round. Yeah. Okay. I mean, so really what I like to do around this time is just talk about random stuff, whatever comes to mind, anything you want to bring up, anything I bring up, and then we go from there. Honestly, there's really not much I can think of at the moment. I think the last I'm trying to get my thoughts. It's like, and then there's like 10 billion different thoughts are going through my mind. Like, wait, which one am I talking about right now? Which one do I want to talk about? But yeah, so last week, right, I was a little bit busy because it was my birthday was actually last week. Some people, I've already kind of told some people about it, but birthday was last week, and had a little. It kind of went out of town to be with family and stuff, and was like, yeah, it's that was kind of fun, I guess. Got a lot of food out of it, so that's good. And been trying to do some what do you call it, Japan streams in my stream schedule. I think I tried doing like weekend streams, like Sunday streams to do like Japan talks and stuff, and I feel like the turnout for those isn't so good. So it's like I need people to listen to me when I talk to these things. As narcissistic as that sounds, I need people to listen to me when I talk to these things, because feedback is nice, and it just makes the conversation that much better. I mean, yeah, I'm presenting, but also conversation would be better. How's been doing recently? Have you saw the Japan stream and some food streams? So yeah, so food streams, that's I'm trying to do them every other week. Some sort of food stream every other week on the channel. Usually on the weekends because that's easier to do than, you know, during the middle of the week. The Japan stream, I did try to do that early on during Sundays. And like I said, it's easier, I think, for me to do everything in the middle of the week. Also, I'm just trying to give myself a little bit more free time. Excuse me. Stuff went down the wrong pipe. Excuse me. But yeah, I've been just trying to give myself a little bit more free time from streaming. Like, I've been doing 5-day streams in a week, which honestly isn't too bad. But the way I've been doing it's a little bit too much, so I need to like cut back down. And I look at my schedule again, at least for this month. I already made like, what do you call this, a schedule for this month. It's still changing every so often because it's like, do I really want to do this here, do I want to do this then, kind of thing. And I've noticed that I booked myself 5 days a week again for this month, even though when I said on the community post I wouldn't do that. I am apparently very wishy-washy about that. I don't know how I get myself in these situations, but Honkai Star Rails certainly did not help things. I did play it, and I kind of want to play it more, but I haven't had free time to do much of anything regarding that off stream. So it's like, yeah, I should actually probably do it on stream to be able to, like, you know, actually just get somewhere with it. I'm pretty sure I'm not in Tenpai. There's a reason why I'm not in Tenpai. 5 days a week is a lot. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do 5 days a week if they're a full-time streamer, or at least just a regular streamer, or, you know, not doing videos. Like, I've been wanting to make videos and I still haven't made the videos I want to make in a while, so I'm trying to at least not stream on my days off. Like, on the days I'm not working, I try not to stream on those unless, you know, it's small and easy to do. And I might have to do something like that this week, and then the next weeks, depending on how this week goes. But yeah, happy belated birthday! Thank you. I'm like trying to finish thoughts, and I read and I saw the messages, but it's like, I'm trying to, like, what do you call this? I'm trying to get thoughts out of my head before I forget them. I'm free for a future Japan stream. I'll come and chat and actually keep it on my calendar. It will definitely be nostalgic. Yeah, I think I'm planning. I'm definitely gonna be playing another one this month. I want to make it at least a monthly thing. Definitely want to make it at least a monthly thing. It's gonna be mainly travel tips and stuff, and because that's kind of how I want to do it. Eventually, though, I want to make proper short videos, like maybe 3 to 5 minutes long, for actual proper tips on doing stuff. That's kind of what do you call it? That's kind of the way I want to go. Hey, weird stuffs, welcome. How's it going? I'm kind of warming up on Mahjongs on the ranks right now. So if you want to play on the table, let me know. I think we have already one person who's interested in playing, but this is kind of like warm up before for people to come in and stuff, and then we'll go from there. It's like I'll just finish like one set of games, see if anyone is available, and then we'll keep going. But yeah, in the meantime, we'll just chat about like random stuff. But yeah, I've been trying to give myself at least actual breaks in streaming. Like, I used to stream on my days off, thinking, oh yeah, it's my day off, I should probably stream more. Actually, I should not stream on my days off, because that's a day off for me from work, and it's tough enough to work and stream at the same time. And what do you call this? I should actually give myself a break, and during those breaks I can work on videos because I usually don't have time to work on videos otherwise. Even on a normal weekday that I'm not streaming, it's difficult to make a video because all I want to do as soon as I get home is take a nap and sleep and maybe play some games on my phone. That's the extent of it. That's the extent of it. And honestly, I've been playing mostly games on my phone, and I'm not talking about gacha games either. I've been playing mostly. I mean, I do have some gacha games. I haven't really delved into the new Honkai game yet much because I didn't get too far on stream to be able to do much about that. But hopefully after next week's stream, there's gonna be a Honkai stream next week. I should be able to do more on my own free time. But whether am I gonna be streaming more Honkai stuff after next week? I don't know. That's gonna depend on a lot of things. And honestly, I feel like I should leave that to the actual gacha streamers. It's just kind of something I want to check out. This channel is all about the stuff I want to check out and share with you. That's basically what it is. At the end of the day, that's basically what it is. But yeah. So I honestly, I should just like not stream during a day off, and it's a work in progress. It's a very big work in progress. Yeah, I mean, I don't like. I'm trying to like think of what future stuff on this channel, what I'm going to be doing on this channel, and I will tell you, I don't think I am planning on stopping anytime soon. There definitely have been days where I feel like maybe I should just quit. Honestly, maybe I should just quit. Maybe I should just stop streaming. And then I think to myself, what am I gonna do if I stop streaming? Am I gonna go back to that life where I just like sit around all day, watch anime and watch YouTube videos, and that's basically my life? I don't even go out normally, and I definitely can't go out even more when I'm streaming stuff. So it's like, I'm not gonna quit anytime soon. I'm not gonna quit anytime soon. I feel like if I don't do this, I don't know what else I would do. I think it's that point. It's not I don't enjoy streaming. I do. But sometimes the emotional toll is. I don't think a lot of people talk about this too much, or at least I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit different with each people. But the emotional toll sometimes when you're streaming is tough. Not gonna lie. But I just try to laugh it off. If I don't, it's it would be too much. It would definitely be too much. I feel like I don't have as many. I feel like I don't have as much mental darkness as a lot of streamers seem to have. From what I've noticed, like I don't know if you've seen all the tea, all the drama that's happening in not just VTubing sphere, but just streamer sphere in general. And I feel it's a little ridiculous. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad I'm not involved in any of that, but at the same time, it just is kind of happening in my vision, in my periphery, and it's a little bit. What the heck is going on again this time? It's like, what the heck is going on this time? Is this gonna happen also if I ever quote unquote get big? Because that is exhausting. Holy crap! This Lelouch has been like going off this entire game. It's very in character, but this Lelouch has been going off this entire game. But yeah. Also, for anyone that doesn't know, it's not really about the Mahjong on Mahjong nights, though. We're definitely free to play and comment on the Mahjong. It's just like this is my excuse for doing a Zatsu without actually calling it a Zatsu, because I can't talk without doing anything. That's just kind of how I am. That's just kind of how I am. I am sorry. I feel like I get on some people's nerves in real life. I feel like I get on some people's nerves in real life when I like am on my phone all the time, because I can't just talk to them unless it's a super serious conversation. A super serious conversation that needs like full attention. And it's like, yeah, I'm listening to you, but here I am on my phone, playing my games while while talking to them. Super disrespectful in most circumstances, but it's like, the thing is, I don't even play like gacha games or anything graphical on on my phone to draw attention like that. So I'm just on my phone. I play mostly text-based games on my phone, like idle games. I don't know if anyone's heard of Antimatter Dimensions or Kitten's game. Those are the two I've been playing a lot recently, and both have, for being idle games, somehow requires a lot of my attention for whatever reason. So they're not exactly fully idle. They're actually more like what do you call this? Management games. Well, the thing. Well, okay, so Antimatter Dimensions. Let's start with that first. I don't know how I got into them, to be honest, but I know I got into them in the past like month or two. Maybe the past month, because Antimatter Dimensions actually does keep track on how many days you played. And it says I think I've been playing for about 30 days. What makes an idle game idle? Good question. Honestly, I think what makes it idle, I think the proper term is not an idle game. It's more like an incremental game. I think that's more the proper term, but idle game is I think more common. It's a more common thing to call it. What makes it an idle game? It's basically automation. Things happen when you don't really have to do anything. But if you do something, it changes how the automation works. And you either optimize your play or change, like, or like just do different things to make big numbers go higher. But it's not always about big numbers going higher. Antimatter Dimensions. Let's just start with that. And you can look, and if you want to try Antimatter Dimensions, it's both on mobile and web. I think it started off as web. So the web version is also on Steam. They're both free. I am currently playing the mobile version just because it's easier for me. However, apparently the versions are a little bit different from each other. The mobile version is not as updated, but it doesn't have like the latest update, I guess. It's not, while the mobile and Steam versions is basically complete, but the mobile version is not. Anyway, Antimatter Dimensions is basically a game about seeing big numbers and seeing them go really huge. However, the way it's done, it's not like Cookie Clicker. Okay, I think a lot of people have heard of Cookie Clicker by now, so we'll just use it as an example. In Cookie Clicker, you click the cookie to start with, and you get more cookies, and then you get these buildings that you can make with your cookies, and then you just see big numbers go up. And then I think for Cookie Clicker, you keep going and going, and then eventually you reset, and then you just make it easier to make more and more cookies. Not so much with I almost say not so much with Antimatter Dimension, but it's more like it's similar but not the same. And I kind of like it this way because it's not just about seeing big numbers get bigger. It definitely is there. But the thing about Antimatter Dimensions is that as you keep progressing through the game, there's really no looping back for like the way Cookie Clicker does. Like you reset everything from the very beginning. You have a little bit of that. But as you keep progressing, more layers of complexity get added to the game as you keep going. And as a way to engage you more than just seeing big numbers go higher, there are actual challenges in the game that tell you, do you actually understand what's happening here, and can you make these numbers go up more efficiently, or can you figure out a way to solve this puzzle that we have set for you to make numbers go higher. And if you do beat that puzzle, then we will reward you with even better stuff. That's basically how it is. And you go through several layers of that over and over again until you basically feel like you're in Dragon Ball Z, and now you're in Dragon Ball Super. That's basically what I feel like Antimatter Dimensions is. The power levels keep getting higher and higher and higher and higher, and you're presented with more and more challenges to be able to push those numbers higher and higher and higher. It's basically that. It really does feel like Dragon Ball in there, with the mechanics. Even though all it is just progress bars increasing in like infinitely, and well, yeah, somewhat infinitely anyway. And it's all just text. There's no graphics whatsoever. I think the final update to the game, at least on the web version and Steam version, does have a little bit of graphics as far as what happens in the final one, but it's still very minimal. And holy crap, this Lelouch is definitely in character with their winnings. It's like, I know what you're gonna do, and I will win. And that's basically what this is like typical. There's like typical anime Lelouch winning in Mahjong that I feel like. At least I'm not in fourth. Yeah, I just keep getting ridiculous power levels, but it's fun. It's fun. There is a lot of waiting for some parts of the game. It is an idle game. There is some you can like there you do get progress as you, even if you're not actively playing, because that's kind of like part of most idle games are. You get progress as if you're not actively playing, you turn your phone off, you still get progress, and then you can pick up from there, which is nice. Okay, let's see. Do we have enough people to start a room? I know Amy wants to get in on it. Do we have at least one more person? Speaking of which, the last time we did this, we did a 4-player game. And tried to actually change the AI to normal. I didn't realize there's a normal and easy mode for the AI. I knew there was an easy, but I didn't realize there was a normal. And I tried normal with a group last time, and holy crap, the normal AI was ridiculously strong. Ridiculously strong. Hey Sola, welcome. I'll jump in if we need more. Finally made accounts. Oh, nice. All right, I'm gonna go in and open up the room. Let's do 4-player. Battle of a what's Operation Fortune? What's this? Operation Fortune? What's this one? I think this is for the event. Battle of Asura. What's Operation? Oh, I think I know what Operation Fortune is. You know what? Let's try the new mode. Operation Fortune. I hear it's kind of fun, actually. Let's do this one. All right, so I'll go ahead and post the link in chat. But if you're using mobile, you have to like enter the room number. And I'm gonna go also ahead and change my skin. I probably should roll for another skin, but I'm gonna wait until we get another Saki collab. If we ever get another Saki collab. I'm waiting for a Saki collab, and if we don't get a Saki collab, I will be very sad. But I feel like they already did all the Saki stuff, so... Amy, you got a new skin? That's very nice. I like that one. Yeah, you finally got a glasses character. A big, booby, only sounding glasses character. It's also very nice. Ribs... I don't know if that's a rib sweater, but rib shirts, rib sweaters, always great. Always great. Randomly rolled? What's her name, by the way? I don't think I've seen her before. What's her name? I'm kind of curious. Also, I'll give it a little bit more to see if we have to add the AI or not for the 4th slot. But if we don't have enough people for a 4th slot, then I'll put the AI. Pochi Sensei's character? Oh, is it Pochi Sensei's character? I do kind of see the Pochi in this one. Speaking of Pochi Sensei, I have seen. So apparently she has made some hololive VTubers, right? And apparently I think they're Reine from hololive ID, and then there's also Iofi, also from hololive ID. She made both hololive ID VTubers. I see it more in Reine, but I don't really see it in Iofi for some reason. Like Iofi is like very not Pochi to me, but apparently she is a Pochi character, so it's like it's a little weird. It's a little weird. Okay, I'm gonna go in and add the AI for now. Since you guys are all ready up, I'm gonna assume that's good. So let's go. I do want to roll a better character. In hindsight, I shouldn't have rolled for the one I did, but it's like, yeah. You think it's just Rainy? I'm pretty sure Iofi is also. It's probably in like the VTuber wiki somewhere that says Iofi was made by Pochi. But because I'm pretty sure Iofi is one also. It's just Reina definitely got the Pochi genes. Oh, what's going on here? Times 5? What's this multiplier times 5? Oh, this is like how, oh. Let me guess, this is how many of the bonus tiles we have? So if we have these bonus tiles, then I guess our hand is better? This can be super dangerous. Oh, this is gonna be a super dangerous game. I can feel it already. Let's go. But yeah, anyway. What was I thinking? What was I thinking about? But no, I feel like, I just feel like Reine got all the Pochi genes. She definitely has the Pochi look. She even looks basically like Pochi Mama's actual child compared to Iofi. And it's a little funny if you think about it. Maybe just a little bit. All right then. But yeah, let's see. Going back to idle games, because that's the only thing I can think of right now to talk about. So Antimatter Dimensions, we already talked about that. Kitten's Game is the other one I'm playing right now. Kitten's Game is also on the web, but I don't think the web UI looks very good. So it's on mobile. And the mobile one you do have to pay for, but it's like pretty cheap. It's like $2 or something. So I had some like free Google credits or something. And it's like, okay, why not? Let's pay for it and check it out. Because I was bouncing between different idle games and trying to see which kind I liked, which ones I didn't. There were definitely a few that I played that seemed very uninspired, and I didn't really quite like the core gameplay loop. Like there was one where you just keep on dying and reviving every single time, and like you keep getting you keep on progressing faster each time, but it just feels like a lot of time wasted for not a whole lot of content. So it's like, yeah, I'm guessing I don't like these types of games. But Kitten's Game is an interesting one because it's not a big numbers go higher type of idle game. It's actually more of a of a management sim. Again, very little graphical things in the game itself. It's mostly text. It's still mostly text. But the way, and I don't think I've seen an idle game work like this before, but it starts with small numbers. It starts with very small numbers, like less than 1. You even have some numbers that go like a tenth, and 100th of something, which is very unusual. But the thing is, it's not like a regular typical idle game where there's only one path to progressing. and like I said, it's mostly like a management type game. Basically, basically what it is Kittens game is you have a colony of kittens. Let's just call them a colony of kittens. That's why it's called Kittens game. And you have to manage their happiness. You have to build your small little village up from just 2 kittens up to as big as you can make it.
No.
I guess technically there is a... I guess technically... Oh, that's a good hand, but I thought it would be worth more. It looks like that multiplier also helps you out with getting better hands here. Oh, that explains why everyone has 50,000 points. Oh, that explains why everyone has 50,000. If we didn't have 50,000, people would die really quickly. Well, AI is like just throwing out random emotes. Anyway, but yeah, Kittens game, you basically start off with a few cats, and you make it bigger. But the thing that makes it interesting is that you get to choose how you build your society, your cat society. You can pick different, what do you call it, policies. Do you want to make it a monarchy? Do you want to make it a republic? If you can't have both, you cannot have both. You can basically make Kitten Japan, or you can make Kitten Soviet Union, or you can make Kitten America, I guess. If you want to think of it that way. And then depending on which way you want to go, do you want to be more a more scientific society? Do you want to be a more religious society? It's really interesting the way everything works. And as you keep building this cat society, you do have to manage a lot of resources, and there's a lot of downtime in between, but it's kind of addicting. At least if you like city builder type of games, which is this kind of is one. It's just all pure text though. If you like city builder kind of games, I would suggest trying it out. It's like a nice, easy game to have, especially on your phone, if you're willing to pay for it, because you have to pay for it on the phone. Like it's a one-time purchase thing. It's not like, monetized or anything like that. But I just prefer the phone version, because the web version, just the UI does not jive with me. But the phone version seems okay. But it's pretty interesting. I'm not anywhere near done with it. I think I'm like maybe midway. I'm maybe midway through my first playthrough, and I think I recently just got the cats through the Industrial Revolution. Basically through an Industrial Revolution.
No.
And oh crap. Oh crap, that's gonna hurt. 6,000. Ouch. But yeah, I just basically got through the Industrial. When this game's over, could I join? Yeah, sure. After we're done, I'll kick the AI out and you can join in. Yeah, but basically my cat just went through the Industrial Revolution, and slowly just trying to figure out how to balance my oil, like actually making more oil, making buildings that use the oil but not actually make it go into negatives, otherwise all of my automation stops. It's also like the one game I feel like automation isn't quite... I mean, you have to work for your automation in that game. It's not like other idle games where they give you kind of automation out the gate. Automation in that one's like, it makes sense in context, and it's a little bit slow to build, but once you build them, holy crap, it helps a lot. But still, the numbers are like very small. I think from the screenshots, the numbers can get also very big, but it's gonna take a while to get there, so there is that. Sola, I don't know what's happening with your hand over here with all those points out, or well, all those tiles out. But I'm guessing I can do it too, unless these are the tiles you. Oh, we can. Oh, everyone can see these tiles. Oh, if it's if the yellow, you can see my yellow tiles, can you? Yeah, I just realized it. The yellow tiles are revealed. It's kind of like Akagi, except Akagi, it's like for Washizu Mahjong anyway, 3/4 of the tiles are revealed, but there's like only the yellow tiles are revealed, so you kind of have an idea what they have in their hand. Hey, Crisis Cannibal, yes, it is the real Teacher Amy in YouTube. Yes, we are, by the way, we are streaming both on YouTube and Twitch right now, so that the Twitch crew also can get into the games if they want to. Yeah, I don't think I know any other Teacher Amy. There's only one. No, there's no one escapes Mahjong Soul. Once you play Mahjong, your Mahjong, your soul will be forever with Mahjong. I am coughing a lot tonight. I'm hoping I'm muting that in time, but I am coughing a lot tonight. Not true? Nah. You may have a lot. You may have like some dry, like maybe not dry spells, but you might have some time away from Mahjong, but you will eventually maybe come back. I say maybe, quote unquote. But yeah, welcome, Christ Cannibal. Welcome. Log in for that achievement progress. I don't even do that. Wow. Oh, who just... Oh, Sola, you just got hit hard. Woof. What hand was that? I guess you just had a lot of multipliers on there. That's not bad for a comeback game. At least I'm not getting hit that badly. All right. Well, now that I know that the yellow tiles are revealed, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do here. Because you don't really want to get rid of your yellow tiles, because the yellow tiles are your bonus tiles. The multipliers help a lot, but at the same time, if you already know what everyone has, and you don't really need them, you probably shouldn't keep those tiles, yeah? That's what I'm thinking anyway. Ooh, anyway. This is an interesting game mode. I kind of like it. Usually we like Battle of Asura here and just normal Mahjong, but if a new game mode comes out and it looks interesting, we try it. I think we tried a couple of the Akagi ones too when that rolled around, but it's like it's been a while. I want Washizu Mahjong back because I feel like Washizu Mahjong is just kind of fun. But there was also a time when we didn't really stream that much Mahjong. Now it's gonna be like in regular rotation every every 2 to 4 weeks, I guess. We're gonna try to have Mahjong on the channel because it's the only thing I can do. I do want to try other multiplayer games. Like I'm thinking of like maybe doing Puyo Tetris on stream if anyone's interested in that. Puyo Tetris is something I've been wanting to do a little bit more of. I just haven't had the time to do it. Or Tetrio. I'm not much of a Tetris person, but Puyo. I like Puyo. I'll do the Puyo. I like the Puyo. Or I don't know, maybe some fighting games. I know that one Hololive fan fighting game came out recently. I haven't checked it out yet. But I'm not much of a fighting game person, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. We'll see though. I do like to reserve the weekends for Mahjong and food. Puyo Puyo? Yeah, I like Puyo Puyo more. I know a lot of people like Tetris because it's like easier for them, I guess.
No.
But I've never been good with Tetris. Holy crap, I think you're dead. Oh, you are dead. You are dead. Rip. Alright, so that was your warm-up. That was your warm-up game. Get your revenge match. Congratulations, Amy, for that first win. Let me kick the AI out. This is your first time playing with other people? Yeah, I mean, take your time. Don't take it too personally if you do lose. Just use it as a learning experience. Yeah. I somehow managed to get out of that mostly unscathed, so that's kind of surprising. We do have room for one person. If we have more than one person wanting to join, let me know, so that maybe we can shuffle people around. But I think we just have just one more person who want to join, so there's that. I'm gonna switch back to isekai'd. I feel like the isekai'd vibe is stronger here. Okay, we'll wait for Amy then. But yeah, quick question for everyone. Quick question for everyone who's here. Any recent things that you guys want to share? That good stuff that happened to you recently, or things that you're looking forward to? I would be interested to know. Me personally, I think we got a trailer of Armored Core 6. Maybe it was like either this week or last week. I don't remember. But we got a trailer of Armored Core 6. And I'm kind of excited for it. I'd never played Armored Core before. I don't think I got into like the other Armored Core games. I never played them. I knew they were around, but I never played them. But Armored Core 6 looks actually really, really good. So I'm really interested in getting into that once it finally comes out. Like, that'd be great. Like, I like my mechs, and it's really, really hard to find a good mech game. There's a lot of games with skins of mechs, but are ultimately not very interesting to play. You know what I mean? It's like not very interesting the way the mechs are designed. The gameplay is like, it's alright, not really the best. Like I think there's this one game called Mass Driver. What was it? Let's see. Not Mass Effect. Which mech game am I thinking of? Mech Warrior. I think I tried Mech Warrior back in the day. It was alright. Mech Warrior was alright, but the robot designs are a little bit too blocky for me. It's alright. I know it's like the classic Western mech game, but I'm definitely more of what do you call this? A Western Japanese, I guess, mech design lover than the what do you call it? Than the Western style where it's like mostly blocky for some reason. I don't understand why. Bleeding Edge DOS game CG. Yes. Old Mech Warrior 2. I don't think I ever played Mech Warrior 2, but I played there was another game that also had mechs in it, but way back in the day. It was like one of the few FPS games I played, and it was janky as heck. I somehow beat it. I don't remember what the game was called anymore, but it was janky as heck. Like, I'll tell you, a lot of people talk about Xenoblade and how great Xenoblade is, and yeah, I guess it's good. I've never played it myself, but with all the anime shenanigans that happen in the Xenoblade series, I feel like it's a far cry from Xenogears, and the only reason why I got into Xenogears was because it had mechs in it. It's kind of funny. I only got into Xenogears because it had mechs in it, and after playing Xenogears, like, man, you thought Xenoblade was good? How about Xenogears? It's a shame that Xenogears is not what do you call it? Xenogears is not ported. But apparently there's a whole lot of issues with that. I just kind of wish it was ported, you know. Okay, we're just waiting for Sola to ready up, if you're ready. Otherwise, I think everyone else is ready. All right, let's go. Yeah, there's the problem. There's the problem. That's fine. It's easily fixable. It's easily fixable. I haven't had a drink yet today, so I think that's good. I did take a nap before the stream started, so it's doing wonders. It's doing wonders. I might join in the next game. All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. We're trying out the new mode, by the way. You need your weekly L? We don't play Mahjong every week. What do you mean you need your weekly L? You can get your daily L if you want to. if you if you go into ranking. What are we talking about? Honestly, I think I was talking about mechs earlier. But I think we got into that by asking, is there anything you're looking forward to? Has anything good happened to you recently? And I just kind of mentioned Armored Core 6. I think we got something about Armored Core 6. Oh, thank you for the... Oh, we got a raid from someone in Twitch. Thank you for the raid. Couldn't quite see the name. It was a little bit blurred on screen, but thank you, thank you. By the way, for anyone who is raiding currently, my name's Ruka, and we are currently doing a Mahjong with chat stream right now, so if you would like to stay around and play with us, let me know. We're currently in a game, so we'll see about freeing up some space later. We're trying also the new mode, but yeah, my name is Ruka. I am mostly a YouTube streamer. You are currently being seen in both YouTube and Twitch right now. I'm currently dual streaming the Mahjong there. My main channel is on YouTube, so if you would like to check me out on YouTube, the link for YouTube is on the description. Not the description, the About section. The About section in Twitch. And I do quite a few different stuff. Mahjong, I try to do like every 1 to 4 weeks. Every 2 to 4 weeks. 2 or 4 weeks. We'll try to. We'll try every other week. But I mainly do like actually I do quite a bit of stuff, don't I? I don't have a mainly do thing. I do quite a bit of stuff, but I do a lot of Atelier games. Currently playing through Atelier Riser 3, finishing up the Yakuza 0 game. I also finished up Dyson Sphere program this week. Well, quote unquote finished it. I finished the main goal of the game, but I'm still trying to play a little bit more off stream. I just don't have as much time. I am also looking into Honka Rail a little bit. I do want to, as far as the channel is concerned, I want to try to focus more on indie games or games I haven't tried yet that a lot of people seem to like. Older games too. And I recently got a lot of classic Atelier games from the PS2 era. So once I finish Riser 3, I want to like go through that also on stream. So we have a lot of stuff to do. We have a lot of games to go through with that one. Because we're going to be going through the Iris series, and there's 3 games of that. I did Manikamea 1 for my very first stream, so we're not doing that one, but we're doing Manikamea 2. And then I might be convinced to also... Atelier Marie has a re-release, an update, a remake coming up this summer. So when that comes out, I also want to try. I also want to play that, maybe on stream. It looks like a nice update, and you can finally say you get to play the very first game of the Atelier series. That'd be pretty interesting. But yeah, I try to do a bunch of different stuff, mostly indie games, mostly games I haven't tried. I do also try to do a little bit of Japan Talks. Japan Talks is something I'm trying to put back into the channel. It's something I used to do, and now I'm trying to do at least one stream of that each month before my big trip this year, and trying to do some travel tips along with the Japan Talks and stuff, talking about what to look out for, little tips on different places, that kind of thing. Eventually I should make some videos about that. I should make some videos about that. I'm just not quite there yet. At this point, I'm kind of waiting on one thing to happen before I actually make those videos, because I think it makes more sense if I do it then as opposed to now. Before, my excuse would be I'm just too busy or too lazy to make videos, because I hate making videos. It sounds weird, but it's just so tedious. I don't like it. But it is that. Never played Armored Core, but I have seen gameplay from Armored Core 1, and then the new one looks dope. The new one looks dope because it's way updated. It's also, you know, it uses modern graphics and all that stuff. And FromSoft has gone through several Dark Souls game and even the Elden Ring game. And thankfully, they finally remembered they had another franchise on their list called Armored Core. And now players can finally get to experience what Armored Core was. I guess it was, you can say, the original Dark Souls. I mean, if for anyone who's played Armored Core before, the older Armored Core games, is that accurate? Can you call it the original Dark Souls? Because I feel like it might actually be. So there is that too. But at least they're doing that, and that's good. Whenever I go to Japan, the first thing that I do is go to the Gundam statue. Yes. So speaking of the Gundam statue, I actually have seen the original Gundam statue on my first trip to Japan, way back when. And on my second trip, they actually replaced the Gundam statue with the unicorn. And when I say Gundam statue, I'm talking about the original Gundam, the RX-78, I think is what it actually is called. But let's just call it the original Gundam. And that was the main Gundam statue at the time. It could move a little bit. I think they relocated it or something. I don't know where they relocated to, but I think they relocated it. And when I went to Odaiba the second time, the unicorn wasn't quite finished yet, and I actually have pictures of this where it was just the bottom half of the unicorn, and it was like all not fenced off, but there's like barricades to prevent people from going to the area that we're building the unicorn at. It's kind of funny. And then when I went there to the third time on my third trip, the unicorn was actually fully up, and it would actually go into destroy mode, and it was really, really cool. But it was also in the middle of the afternoon, so the full effect of destroy mode wasn't really quite there, because, you know, destroy mode looks a lot cooler at night, but I'm usually not around Odaiba at night to see it. I probably should. I just don't like being out late, period. Like, usually by 6 or 8 in Japan, I'm back in my like hotel or place I'm staying at and just trying to chill. Because holy crap, I've been like walking around all day, and I need a rest. I need a rest. But yeah, go to Odaiba if you haven't been there before, especially if it's your first time in Japan and you just want to see the giant Gundam statue. At the very least, it's a good excuse to see the giant Gundam statue. Even if you have no interest in Gundam, it's still pretty interesting. And then I think the malls, Diver City and Aqua City, are currently going under renovation or something. I think? Question mark? The Science Museum there is cool. Is there a Science Museum in Odaiba? The only Science Museum I was aware of is the one in Ueno. And I still haven't gotten into it. I think I mentioned in my... Was it a previous stream? Well, I mentioned it in a previous stream, regardless, that Ueno has this giant whale statue. I think it's like, maybe it's a 1-to-1 size blue whale or sperm whale. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know my whale species, but there's a 1-to-1 size whale of one of those two outside of the Science Museum in Ueno. So that's kind of interesting. Pretty sure there was another game they made that people call OG Dark Souls. Are you talking about Demon Souls? Demon Souls, I think, recently got a remake, and I think right now it's a PlayStation exclusive. I have seen it, and while I have no interest whatsoever in playing any of the Souls games, like Elden Ring doesn't really interest me. I know that was a thing that a lot of people played. But Elden Ring never really interested me. Neither any of the other Souls games, but Demon Souls for some reason kind of did. So if I have a chance to play Demon Souls, I'd probably try that one. But that's the only thing I can think of. I don't know of any other game before then. All I know about Armored Core were the Armored Core memes where people would actually play on the controller. Like, you know how you usually hold a controller, right? You basically flip the controller backwards. And people would play like that for Armored Core. I don't know why, but apparently it was a meta to actually play the game, and I'm not exactly sure why. So if someone knows, please tell me, because I'm quite confused. I am quite confused why that's a thing. I have to open the door. But yeah. It'd be pretty neat to play. Ooh. Probably should have given you that tune earlier, Amy. Back with a vengeance, holy crap. The ways on the internet metas are mysterious. The thing is, this was before the internet. This was before the internet, where for the Armored Core, how to play Armored Core stuff. So I'm actually really curious how that became a thing. But apparently, well, maybe it wasn't before the internet. GameFAQs still existed back in the day. And I guess 4chan existed too, so people could post pictures there too. But yeah, it was a thing. And I did hear a lot of stories about people tweaking their mech to heck and back, only to find out when they get into the mission, they just blow up really, really easily. So I say original Dark Souls because of that. Because of that. And also, you go into a mission expecting to earn money, but you come out of the mission broke as you could possibly think you are, basically. You're basically even broker than before. It's basically what happens. People play Armored Core without a controller backwards. That's unique. It is. And I think it has something to do with the control system. I don't know why, but it's a thing. It 100% is a thing that I just don't quite understand. Learned about how to get General Leo and FF6 on AOL. Who's General Leo? I didn't even... Wait, I played FF6 before, but I don't remember a General Leo. On AOL, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Still not the weirdest meta you've seen. What is the weirdest meta you've seen? I'm kind of curious. I don't know. I feel like that's one of the weirdest things ever, just to play a game, is to hold a controller backwards, and it's actually accepted. It's actually accepted as a proper way to play the game. That's the wildest thing. It's the proper way, quote unquote, to do it. I don't know. It's like if you told me Ace Combat is meant to be played with a controller backwards, I'd be very confused also. The weirdest meta I've seen isn't safe for this chat, bro. Do I want to know at this point? Do I want to know? Is it playing naked? Because that's safe for chat. Playing naked is safe for chat, by the way. That's not... I don't know. Why would you play naked though? I mean, it's not like I mean, I think okay, here, speaking on meta and clothes. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I just need to get it out of my system. Strip poker, strip anything, strip mahjong, strip poker, strip anything. If you know ahead of time you're playing that kind of game, wear as many layers as possible without suffocating yourself from the heat. And especially if you're the kind of person to lose all the time, you know? Yeah. Wear as many layers as possible, and even if you lose a lot, eventually I think you might be able to get out of it mostly clothed, or at least without everything else, I don't know, being taken off. I don't know. I've never played strip any game. It's just a concept I'm thinking in my mind. It's like, what if you did this? What if you did this? I think it would be funny. Though I have seen some people like play, I think, strip poker on stream. I mean, they're not on stream themselves, but for each time they lose, they like show on camera what they're taking off and stuff. It's like, okay, I guess you can do that, and you don't really have to follow through with it. But it's like, I guess it's part of the fun. I don't know. I'm just for context. I don't believe I'll ever do that. And that's not this kind of channel. That's not this kind of channel. I'll do other things, but maybe not that one. Yeah, man. I don't know. Playing someone's house is bad enough on camera? Yeah, no thanks. I mean, if you're not showing yourself on camera and you're like playing that kind of game, I guess it's I guess it would be barely skirting the lines. But I do remember someone recently. This happened recently, by the way. And I don't know if they actually took it off, but it seemed like they were actually taking it off. But someone, I think, was down to their bra, and they took off their bra and showed it on camera. It was another VTuber, by the way. It was another VTuber. And the bra was pretty big. The bra was pretty big. I think it was like a double D or something like that. I don't know how big that is, but it sounds big. Generalio was the oh so noble, but he's a bad guy character in FF6. Ah, I still don't remember that guy. I still don't remember that guy. I know in FF6 you have so many characters that you shuffle. No, I'm thinking FF4. FF4, you go through so many characters and you shuffle through them, never to get them back. At least in FF6, you do shuffle through them, but I think you'll get them back eventually by the end of the game. But there's definitely a few quote-unquote secret characters or hidden characters that you have to find first before you can use them. Which, by the way, I wish we had more RPGs with hidden characters or secret characters. I feel like that has been lost. Is it just me or did we freeze? Did I freeze? Whose turn is it? Did I freeze? Ooh. I think I discarded something, but I don't know whose turn it is anymore. Because I don't see who is... I did put a 5... You see me waiting. Nothing is happening. Okay, let me restart. Let me restart the game. Give me a sec. I may have frozen for some reason. Okay, let me just log in really quick and I'll get back in. Okay. We should be good. There's a bunch you can almost... There's a bunch, but you can almost all of them in the last dungeon. I see, I see. Okay, let me see if I can continue again. I don't know, my thing likes to freeze sometimes on Mahjong, but it usually happens at the beginning of the game, not in the middle. So I don't know what's going on. So right now I'm still trying to get in, so sorting out the table. But we're good on stream. So I'm trying to get back. But yeah. I feel like for RPGs these days that I still would like to see that hidden character. Okay, I got back in, but okay, I wonder how much time I burned. I had like 500 seconds, like 300 seconds. How much time did I burn? Okay, I didn't burn that much. Good. Let's get rid of this. But yeah, I feel like RPGs need to have secret characters again, you know. But the thing is, I think secret characters were a thing more back in the day before DLCs were a thing. Instead of secret characters, now you have to pay the DLC, buy the DLC to get the secret character, or the extra character in this case. I mean, I get it, I get it. Games don't make as much money by themselves anymore these days compared to what they used to. So you have to add DLCs to be able to recoup the cost and actually pay the people who made the games and stuff. But it's like, I honestly don't like DLCs if it's adding something that should have been in the game in the first place, you know? Like, I don't like this thing with fighting games where they initially release the fighting game with a bare bones set of characters and what do you call this? And they try to extend the life of the fighting game by doing the season passes, by adding more characters to it that probably should have been there at the beginning. I get some selection. I get it if the character wasn't meant to be there in the first place, and you know they just add them then. But it's like, you know, the value of enough has gone up. What do you? Oh, you mean like the value of a decent enough game has gone up, and that's why they can get away with putting out less and then adding more to as like an extra option. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can go about it, and it's like, I get it. I get it. I mean, for me though, DLC stuff is like extra costumes that you won't normally get in the game anyway and doesn't really affect the gameplay. Extra characters, I guess, that aren't really canon to the story would be okay to add as DLC. I kind of sort of accept that. But stuff like, I don't know, maps that should have been there to begin with, like maybe not bonus maps, but a post-game dungeon on an RPG that should have been there to begin with, but you put it behind a DLC, just seems a little bit I don't know, a bit much. Just a little bit. It's not enough to make your money back, you gotta make profits. I get it. And especially in this economy where everyone's like trying to pinch pennies and whatnot, you gotta make them want to buy your stuff. But I still feel you can still do that, but also make the base game, you know, at least feel like a complete experience. That's all I'm saying. Make the base game feel like a complete experience. Don't have the extra DLC be like stuff that should have been in the game to begin with. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I'm trying to like think of specific examples. Hey, Sola finally won a hand! Congratulations! Congratulations, you finally got a hand in. You definitely do not want to get hit by what I have. Oh, did it freeze again? No. Depends on the game. I think like this Gaia should have at least one ridiculous thing to do, but not necessarily a Gust game. Yeah, I think back in the day, Gust had you... I remember, at least with Meru on the PS3. There were definitely a few DLCs for Meru that you had to pay for, like Machina Dungeon. I feel like Machina Dungeon is like the most famous dungeon in all the Atelier series because of how big and how much content it added for what it was. Like, okay, I get it, it's not part of the main game, but I wish, and they could definitely justify asking money for that. And I wish we had those kinds of dungeons back. at least up for DLC on the newer games, but we just don't even get that much. We don't even get that. I miss the Machina Dungeon style DLCs where it actually added quite a bit more, like a huge extra challenge to what was already on there. Like, you don't absolutely need it. It's not part of the game. It doesn't have to be part of the game. But I feel like it added so much. And thinking that, I kind of want to go back and play Meru again. Because I've never actually gone through Machina Dungeon and beat it. I have done a little bit of Machina Dungeon, but holy crap. It is so tough that you really have to tweak your equipment so much just to be able to get through it. And I don't think I had the time in the game itself, not like time personally, but time in the game itself to make all that equipment. Because if you don't know anything about Meru, there is a time limit in the game, and even with the extra dungeon in the game, time does not stop. Time still keeps on going. So you have to take that into account, and it takes a lot of time just to be able to make your equipment to tackle the dungeon. And you do get better traits and such when you go through the dungeon. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And I used to look up guides on how to really make my equipment that much better, because at the time I was not very good with alchemy and such, but I'm a whole lot better now, so I can figure that easier. But it's like back in the day, when I was just just fumbling through the games casually, I didn't really think about tweaking too much. I can now. I can now. But yeah, I still wish we got that kind of dungeons. I feel like the extra DLCs that at least Ryza has been getting for extra content don't give you a challenge. It's just another location where you can get more items, but there's no challenge to it. It's just, here you go, new location, pay us. And that really does nothing for me. The swimsuits are always DLC, and they should stay DLC. You know, some people will pay for swimsuits regardless. But yeah, I wish we had more just actual good challenges, or at least something that adds more to it. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a good DLC to do. I don't know. I think everyone has gotten used to this DLC model, and I kind of get it, but it's like, I wish we didn't. 23,000, man. You know what I'm wondering? How much would it hurt? How much would it hurt if I actually hit someone with a Yakuman? Or how much would it hurt if someone got hit by a Yakuman? I think that they're like beyond dead at that point. A regular Yakuman is what, 32,000 or something? Yeah, I took your first place. I took your first place. All right. Who wants to get in? Who wants to get in on this? To switch out? Oh, you gotta go? Thanks for playing Weird Stuffs. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please come back next time. But yeah. Overslept? Hey, Lacats, welcome! At least you're here now. Going to open up some space for people to like? Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna kick people out. You can kick yourselves out. I don't want to, like, what do you call this? I don't want to presume who wants to be removed and stuff, but I think I know who's supposed to be leaving. So Weird Stuff, I think, says he says gotta go, so I guess I can kick him out. Kick them out. Oh, it's not updating. Let me update the room. For some reason, it didn't seem like it was updating. Okay, we are doing the... Oh, crap. I need to go back. Hold up. We are doing the new mode, the Operation Fortune. I actually like that mode quite a bit. I like the high stakes. Okay. Okay, new room, since apparently the old room was a little bit glitchy. So anyone who wants to join, please come in now. I like it. It was actually really a fun mode. It's like normal Mahjong, but you can see what some tiles that people had that they might want to keep. So also tiles you might want to avoid. And the multipliers I think makes it really nice. At also the nice thing is that everyone has like more buff points. There's the Akko. There's the Akko. Be here watching as I eat dinner. Gotcha. All right, we have 2 more spots. Frieza. All right, I think we have 1 more spot for anyone who wants to join in. I haven't had a sip of alcohol yet today, thankfully. But with the cats here, who knows if that's gonna stay... who knows if I'm gonna stay sober for much longer. Who knows if I'm gonna stay sober for much longer now that the cats is here. However, at least this is a 4-player game and not a 3-player game. So the cats will be a little bit nerfed. Yeah, Sola, you do not want to be in the same room as the cats in a 3-player Mahjong game because it hurts a lot. You just open your eyes. Okay, so that's another what do you call this, handicap for you. All right, we do have 1 more room for anyone who wants to join in. Otherwise, I'll add the AI in. Time to die again? Nah, time to play again. You can die later if you're playing right now. Let's go. I gotta warn them about you. I gotta warn them about you. It's a proper warning. It's just proper. But yeah, let's see. For anyone who has just joined in, we're just talking about random stuff as we're playing, and I can't think of anything right now. What were we on? We were on about Armored Core and DLCs, but past that, my brain just kind of shut down just because, like, oh, where do we go from here? where do we go from here? I will say though that I am not doing the... I don't do any of the events for Mahjong, so I just don't have the time. I barely have time for myself. Why would I have time for more stuff? I barely even have time to play Honkai, the new Honkai game. But I will be streaming Honkai again next week, probably on Monday. Monday is my day off, but at least it's not like... At least I get a little bit of break in between, so that's okay. That's okay. Speaking of which, I just realized there is a Memorial Day weekend this month. I might try to do something special on Memorial Day itself. Maybe a 24-hour stream. I don't know. Nah, maybe not a 24-hour stream. I have... Back in the day, I actually wanted to do a 24-hour stream because for the longest time, I was what do you call this? I was a endurance streamer. I feel like I can still do the endurance stream. It's just it doesn't make sense to do the endurance stream right now. Like honestly, who's got the time? But I did used to stream for like 8+ hours each time, and I would not even what do you call this? I would just do that regularly, and it was okay for me, but I don't know if it was okay for viewers so much. But time to grill, man. I wish I had a grill. I really do, but I can't have a grill around here. Like, there's a grill outside the... No, not outside, but you know, in most apartment complexes, you're not allowed to have grills in your balcony if you have a balcony. Yeah, same thing here. But there is a grill, like, you know, in the courtyard. I guess you can call it the courtyard. And they're actually pretty nice grills. However, I feel like a lot of people will be using that during the Memorial Day weekend if they're not going out to eat and such like that. But it's like a grill. I don't want to. Maybe we'll do something special on that day. Maybe we'll do a hot pot or something. At first I wanted to do like an endurance stream, but I do want to lean more into non-gaming stuff into this channel. Like, yeah, I game a lot. I play a lot of games, but and you know, you kind of expect streamers, most streamers anyway, to play a lot of games, different games. But I kind of want to focus 50% gaming, 50% not gaming, or at least try. So maybe we'll have a hot pot or something on that day on the channel. Wouldn't be the first time. Would not be the first time to do a hot pot, but it's a good excuse to do a hot pot. Or I don't know. Let's see what I can find around the internet and or around town to cook. Maybe that would be better. You know, if I were to do an endurance stream on that day, maybe an endurance ramen cooking stream. Like make ramen from scratch. Maybe not the noodles, because I think it's easier to do noodles not from scratch. Because it takes a little time to prep that, and I don't have the equipment for it. But the broth, nah, I wouldn't do it. Because I mean, if I'm doing like endurance ramen cooking on stream, that's just a lot of boiling. There's just a lot of boiling. I don't know if I'm up to do that. It just seems unnecessary, unnecessarily long. Boom, boom. But yeah, I'll figure something out. Maybe a extended Atelier Ryza 3 stream, because I do want to play a little bit more of that. But I feel like the 4 or 5 hour sessions I've been doing of Ryza 3, and at least you know, recently, is good enough, because it's quite a while. It's quite a long block of time to dedicate myself to playing. I could definitely do more if it was just on my own time, but it's like after 4 or 5 hours, it's like maybe I need to do something else. I need to get up, do something else. I don't know, exercise, walk around, and not be a couch potato or something. Couch potato? Do people still use that word? I don't think people use that word anymore. It's either Netflix and chill or YouTube and something. YouTube and something. Let's see. Okay. So yeah. So just because I can see the tiles on Sola's hand, I will tell you, Sola, right now, you might want to consider getting rid of that red dragon, because there are 3 red dragons in discard right now, and I'm not sure if you can use that for anything. Like, I'm pretty sure you know how to play Mahjong, but just FYI, that's not useful to anyone right now. Also for Frieza, if you have that green, unless you have another green in your hand, and you're using it as a pair, probably get rid of that, because it's not useful. What were you waiting for with the cats? Actually, I didn't see that just yet. Just there. I wasn't, for some reason, I wasn't scared of the cats this time. The cats had an early Ricci, but nothing came out of it, which I'm surprising, because usually someone lands into it eventually. Oof. Anyway. I think the last time I did a really long stream was... when was that? I don't remember what day it was, but I think it was a Civ 5 stream. And after that stream, I just got really addicted to Civ 5 for the longest time. But I don't know... I don't know what I should do. I feel like I should do something special for that weekend, just because I have the time and excuse to do so. Or, you know, if I had a really rough week, maybe I just don't do anything special. Maybe I just rest. But I kind of want to cook. I kind of want to, like, play a longer game that might be somewhat interesting. I don't know, just something. Just something. Civ 5 sounds like a really classic thing to do, but I don't know. It also takes forever. The last time I did Civ 5 it was like 15 hours? 15 hours, Civ 5, standard mode, regular. First time playing the game, by the way. And somehow I won. Because I was Germany and I pulled the panzers on everyone. At least my neighbor at the time, I think Darius. Darius was my neighbor at the time. He was mostly a lot of hot air. He didn't really try to kill me or anything. But on my other playthroughs of Civ 5, everyone was trying to kill me. Especially the Iroquois. The Iroquois, bloodthirsty, backstabbing people. Not the actual Iroquois, okay? It is the game, Civ 5. But holy crap, they backstab you so hard. And I just wasn't used to that. But I guess it also helped that I was on a continent with just one other Civ. And all the other 3 Civs were on a different continent fighting their own wars. Like, I think on the other continent was England and France, and who was it? There was someone else, I don't remember who. But they were all fighting their own war. All their 3-way war there, whatever. And my neighbor just was not fighting me. Great, good. I was able to do my stuff. I originally wanted to go peaceful. I originally wanted to be peaceful and go for a scientific victory. That was kind of my thing back in the day. But Darius just got on my nerve. Babylon just got on my nerves. And it's like, screw this. I am taking you over. I am beating you. And that's that. So I got the panzers out and destroyed them. I destroyed everyone one by one. It was a descent into madness 9 hours into the game. And then total war broke out and I just kind of nuked everyone. Which the nuke wasn't actually that strong. Surprisingly not that strong. At least I don't remember it being that strong. I remember bombers being a lot better though. But nukes? Nah. Nukes were not. Or maybe I just wasn't making them fast enough, so that's why nukes didn't seem to work. Meanwhile, while I was beating everyone up, I did win by military victory anyway, at the end of it. Meanwhile, while I was beating everyone up, I was also trying to do the space race. But that, of course, did not go anywhere. Because I was putting way too much resource into amassing a military. Making all the ships, making all the carriers and the jets and stuff. I don't know. Something snapped. Something snapped in me. But I do want to try see if I can do something special. I do have a few ideas, but I don't know if I don't know what I'm gonna do. I kind of want to cook something again. I feel like I've done hot pot so many times that hot pot streams just become a excuse to eat really fancy food as a mukbang on stream and then talk about random stuff. But I could do that without doing that. But it's also kind of just nice to be able to do it. But also hot pot's better with other people. I just don't have other people to share the hot pot with. That's... yeah. Would be nice to have friends. Would be nice to have friends. It's not like I'm not friendly with people at work. It's just we don't really hang out. We just do not hang out. Not because we don't like each other, but because we like our alone time so much. That's just how it is with us. We like each other well enough. Well enough. Also, there's just not a lot of places around here that inspire people to go out and eat, I feel like, anyway. I mean, there's a few things that I've found that I might want to try, but it's still a far cry from where I used to be. And where I used to be had a growing Asian food scene. The last 4 or 5 years I was there, and then I left it all because I couldn't find a job over there. So that's basically my story. That's basically my story, and I want to go back. I want to go back, but I can't. I'm kind of stuck here for a little while. Work time personal boundary think I'd be pretty strong. Yeah, I mean, for the most part. I mean, depending on your workplace, there are some people who you get really good friends with, even outside of work. And my old workplace used to be like that, but I guess we see each other enough on a daily basis that we don't really want to see each other outside of work. Though I have had a couple of good friends from those experiences that I still kind of talk to occasionally from time to time. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice, especially after they leave the workplace and they're not you don't see them every day anymore, and then you can kind of see who your real friends were. It's kind of sad to think of it that way, but yeah, you can kind of see who your quote-unquote real friends were after you leave the place, not during, usually. Life stuff, sorry to bring it up, but this is just kind of stuff that this comes through my mind randomly, but it's good to talk about because you know, especially if you are currently working and you have experiences like this, it's just something you have to deal with. It's just something you have to deal with. You don't think about it too much, and that's how you survive through it. Honestly, that's how you survive through it. You do not think about it. Do not. You just think about the time that you want to do other things with, like playing Mahjong or playing that game that just recently came out, or waiting for that game that's going to be coming out in a couple of days or weeks. I think, speaking of games that are coming out soon, quote unquote soon, is anyone here going to be picking up the new Zelda game? I personally will not. I never even played the first Breath of the Wild, so I don't think I'm going to be picking up Tears of the Kingdom. But I'm just kind of curious if anyone here is going to pick that up. Because I know I have a lot of friends that like the first one, and that's why they're picking it up. I just never got into the Zelda series, and I'm not really a huge fan of super open world games. A couple of reasons why I'm not picking those up. So it's like, yeah, I get it, it's there, but it's like, man, it's not for me. I'm just wondering if anyone else is, though. Because at least you have something to look forward to. I do have I think I know someone anyway. I know someone that is taking a weekend off just to play the new Zelda game when it comes out, and it's kind of funny that they're taking the weekend off just to play it. Like I think I know like back in the day when Monster Hunter was still really a thing. I'm not talking about the new Monster Hunter games. I'm talking about Monster Hunter 2 or Monster Hunter 3. When that came out, a lot of people took weekends off, especially in Japan, because I think it's bigger in Japan than it is outside of Japan. They took time off to play Monster Hunter. And it's kind of funny to think about it. I don't know. I don't think I'd ever take a day off just to play a game. It just doesn't seem to be a thing. Ooh, I'm sorry to do this to you. Almost half your HP. Almost half your HP, but you're still okay. Yeah, even if I wasn't streaming, I don't think I'd do it. Now, if I was actually, yeah, no, I wouldn't. Not dead yet. Yes, as long as you have 1 HP. As long as you have 1 point. No, even if you have 0 points. Technically in Mahjong, even if you have 0 points, you are technically not dead yet. You have to go under 0 to be considered dead. Which is funny. Which, you know, now that I think about it, there should be a game mechanic in other RPGs where 0 is not death. Alright? Think about it. An RPG where 0 is not dead, but you have to go under 0 to actually be considered dead. It just gives you another chance at living. But once you die in the game, you die in real life. Maybe. Maybe not. That's probably too much. That's probably too much. I know a lot of people like to meme on Sword Art Online because of how it's written and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna talk about that because honestly, for the time I spent with Sword Art Online when it was still a thing, I enjoyed it. Okay, I enjoyed it. But I get it. The writing was not that great afterwards. It just seemed a little too edgy. I guess a little too edgy, a little bit not so focused, but that we're not even gonna talk about that. I'm just talking about the concept of VR games. Like, yes, we have VR games right now, but you kind of like strap a VR headset and you're just kind of walking around and hopefully you don't bump into walls and stuff like that. And yeah, I get that's great and all, but when are we gonna get VR games like Sword Art Online, or let's say whatever game that is in Bofuri, the other Sword Art Online game that is not as dangerous. It's okay to like things that aren't the best thing in the world. Dactyl Tarot. What? What's Dactyl Tarot? What's Dactyl Tarot? I haven't heard of this one. What is it? You jinxed it? I don't know what you jinxed. Somehow I've not been hit. That's a win in my book. Oh! Well, as soon as you say that, it's probably gonna happen. Who knows when, but it's probably gonna happen. But I'm thinking, like, when are we gonna get the VR games where you actually can feel what's happening in the VR game itself? Now, for some people who don't like pain and stuff, that's probably a bad thing. But just imagine. Just imagine actually playing a VR game where you use it mainly for like a, you know, let's just say you're playing an MMO and you find a really good restaurant in an MMO and you actually eat the food there and it tastes like real food, but you're not actually eating anything. And you can actually gorge on that and feel full, but probably not healthy in the long run. Because you probably would want to actually eat in real life too, but you know, you can probably use it as a minor diet thing. I feel like that could be a thing, you know, just maybe. But I'm just saying, like an actual immersive MMO, it doesn't have to be an MMO, but an actual immersive VR game where you can control things with your mind. That's the main thing. We want to control things with our mind. And I don't think we're gonna get there anytime soon. But I'm kind of hoping we do, you know, minus the side effects. Dactyl Terror is a game from the 90s where you have to put on a massive VR headset. Really? I don't think I've heard of this one. I like Dragon Ball Super, so my taste as anime is garbage, but it's okay because I enjoy it. Yeah, as long as you enjoy it, who cares? Who cares what other people think? I have had, I mean, a lot of people have that junk food series Be it anime, be it manga, be it whatever. Everyone has that junk food series that is not the greatest, but you know what? It doesn't have to be, because it hits you just right, and you like it because of that. Right? Right? So yeah. It's kind of like Proto Quake, but a pterodactyl would randomly pick you up and drop you off the map. Huh. So what I mean, yeah, junk food series, yeah. Like some okay. What's that one series that you guys like that you know it's not really that good, but and most people will probably like trash on it, but you like it anyway? It's that kind of series. I can't think of anything right now off the top of my head, but I feel like I pick up a lot of series that anime and no. Sec. I feel like I pick up a lot of slice of life series even way back in the day that people don't really just care about. Like I used to watch when I watched anime, and I used to watch a lot more anime before. I haven't had time to watch it these days. Like I haven't even had time to watch. I haven't even had time to finish Bofuri season 2. Okay, that's how far behind I am. I haven't even had time to watch Bochi, but it's still on my list to watch. It's just whenever I get free time, I'm trying to think, what am I gonna do today productive? Because I don't have much time for myself to, I don't have much time to do anything else. And whenever I do have free time, I just kind of want to like shut off my brain and play my phone games, my idle game phone games. But I'm that far behind with anime. I used to watch anime a lot before I started streaming. I just don't have time anymore. My junk food game right now is Gungrave Gore. Oh, Gungrave! I've heard of Gungrave before. I think I've seen the original Gungrave. Never played it, but Gungrave Gore sounds like an interesting one to look into. I might actually check that out. I have seen the original. Never played it, but I've seen the original. It's not a series, but there's an anime that I like that is trash. You think? I mean, if you think about it, Saki is kind of trash. Okay, let's be perfectly honest. Saki is kind of trash, but it's fun trash. That's all that matters. It's fun trash. And that's all it has to be. It's a sequel to Gungrave and Gungrave Overdose that came out last year. Oh, okay. So I think I heard about Overdose, but not Gore. So I'm gonna have to check both of those out because I kind of want to. Oh, whose turn is it? Did I freeze again? Okay, no, I did not. I did not this time. Good. It's hot garbage by itself, but God, I enjoy it. And you know what? It's fine. Since you mentioned that, I'm gonna check those out and see if it's something I'd want to play myself, and if I do want to play it, you're probably gonna see it on stream. Because as much as I like good indie games, I also like just playing funky games that make no sense, but it's fun to play. Like one example of that is El Shaddai. El Shaddai makes absolutely no sense, even after I played it. But holy crap, it's actually pretty fun. It is actually a very fun game. But if you play through it, it kind of sort of makes sense at the beginning. You kind of have an idea what's going on. But the closer you get to the end, it's like, what the heck is this? What is actually happening? Because it's like I feel like I skipped some story beats, and I really don't get what's going on anymore. But El Shaddai is actually just so much fun. If you haven't played El Shaddai, it's available on Steam. It's definitely an older game. It kind of shows its age, but it's still fun. I feel like it's just so funny. Not last anymore. Congratulations. If you know where the jank, it's a really fun game. Hey, jank is fine as long as it's not like game breaking where it's unplayable. Jank is fine. Unplayable is not. that's where we cut off the line. Unplayable is not good, regardless if it's a fun game or not. Let's see. The best part is that devs are still updating and making it better. Ooh, that's pretty neat. There's an anime called Hensuki. I think I've heard of Hensuki. It's pretty decent harem genre. It might be trash. I like it because the MC shares the same birthday as me. Really? I mean, I guess there's other reasons to. There's other reasons to like it, but that's kind of funny that you like it because of the MC. Hensuki. I think I've heard this one before. Let me double check really quick. Let's see if it's someone I'm thinking of. I just need to be reminded what it is because I don't remember this, but I think I see a lot of leashes, or at least one leash that gets used a lot. Yeah, I mean if you think about it, most harem anime is kind of trashy anyway. And a lot of isekai these days are pretty trashy to. Yeah, they're just kind of trashy. There's rarely any good actually good isekai anime that's not too trashy. It's like, you know, I honestly kind of feel like we have too much isekai anime, but I haven't been watching anime too much recently to actually be able to say that. But I feel like at least when I still watch, there's like a billion isekai animes every season. Some of them better than others. Some of them are like a little bit too much. Like, I haven't watched this one particularly, but I've heard a lot about Redo the Healer, and I did not like what I heard. It's just not my kind of show, and it's like I don't get it, but apparently a lot of women seem to like it. I don't get it, but okay. Okay. That's all I'll say about that. I don't know. I think I might be getting better at telling which pieces I need to discard, which ones I need to keep. Good. Good. As long as you're learning, that's the point. That's the point. You'll just get better as you keep playing. You'll get even better if you play ranked and you don't just play here. But if this is your only chance to play, or you know, there's the only time you actually do play, as long as you're learning, that's good. Yeah, I mean, spamming pawn has its place, but you don't always want to do it. You want to spam pawn when you actually have a hand you can complete with pawn, or you just want to intimidate, one of the two. Sometimes it's not about winning in Mahjong. Sometimes it's just sending a message. And if that message is to intimidate other players, then go ahead, intimidate at will, because that is actually part of the game. As far as I'm concerned, that is part of the game. Crap, is this going to put me in Furi 10? I hope not. Yamada-kan to level 99 is pretty cool. 999 is pretty cool. Anime that's ongoing right now. Okay, I'll go check that out. I know a lot of people have been also talking about Oshinoko, and that is also on my list to watch, but I just haven't even been able to watch the first episode. And I heard the first episode is basically like a, maybe not 1 hour, but it's basically worth 2 episodes. So there's a lot of stuff I want to watch. Like, I used to watch also this one series called what is it? Golden Kamuy. Golden Kamuy is pretty interesting. I watched the first season. I also watched the second season, and then the third season came out. And I've been planning to watch it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Same thing for Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone first season came out. I watched that. When Dr. Stone season 2 came out, wanted to watch it, couldn't watch it, and they have a season 3 coming out too. Here's the thing with Dr. Stone, at least the manga, I was reading the manga and then actually finished it, so I know how everything goes down. But I still kind of want to see it animated because, you know, seeing an anime is pretty neat. I've been an epic gamer now, finally becoming the Mahjong. Yeah, you're getting better. That's a good thing. Need to watch Golden Kamuy. Golden Kamuy is pretty interesting. Golden Kamuy is a lot of man service. If you're not used to the level of man service in anything, it has a lot of man service and definitely a lot of weird guys. I feel like Golden Kamuy is that one series with there's a lot of deranged people in it. And it becomes very obvious that there are a lot of deranged people very, very quickly. Ooh, almost dead Frieza. Cooler, I guess I should say cooler. Oh, you're almost dead. Oof. Apparently, I was also in Fuita. Man service, yeah. When I say man service, how should I say this? It definitely, I don't think it was originally like this, but it definitely became a thing later down the series. Bara. It definitely has very heavy Bara fan service. But if you're just there for the story, you don't really notice it too much unless you're into that. And I didn't even realize it was Bara fan service until someone told me about it. I thought it was just guys being stupid. However, I'll just spoil this one scene. I'll just spoil this one scene because it's not like a story. What do you call it? It's not a story thing, but there was this one time where a bunch of, well, yeah, there was a group of the main characters that got drunk one night, and apparently they all took off their clothes and they were like, hey, let's do sumo wrestling when we're drunk and stuff like that. And apparently it got really heated and very suggestive sumo wrestling. And when they all recovered from that event the day after, it's like, yeah, let's not ever talk about this again. I mean, if you're into that, that's fine. That's fine. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. The main story though is pretty. It's like, I don't know if you can call it mystery, but it's like a huge adventure kind of thing where everyone's trying to like find some hidden treasure, and the hidden treasures are, although the map to the hidden treasures is on very weird places, and it's not really a spoiler, but I'd rather you find it out yourself than me tell you about it. So yeah, check out Golden Kamuy. Is actually pretty good, despite what I just dropped regarding the Bara event. But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of for a non-shonen series about a lot of dudes. There are a lot of very unique dudes that are actually pretty cool. It's also partly historical, I guess. Slightly partly historical, but the history part's yeah, it's just a background to the story. But it's a neat series in general. But yeah, there's a lot of anime I've been wanting to watch. I just don't have time to watch. Because I try to like, I'm either like taking care of myself, taking care of what I need to do around the house, or trying to figure out what I'm going to do for stream, and trying to make videos, which I still haven't done. There are 2 or 3 videos I've been trying to make for the past month, and I still haven't gotten around to it. But that's gonna happen eventually, I think, I hope. We'll see. hopefully I'll make a video soon. It's a lot easier to do videos when I'm not streaming, you know? And it's a lot easier to do videos when I'm not streaming 5 days a week, which is the reason why I'm trying to go back to 4 days a week. But since I'm checking out Honkai, the new Honkai game right now, I'm still doing 5 days a week. I did clear a game off my list last week, but I do want to put something in there that just came out recently. So check that out when it comes out next week. You probably have heard about it, but I'll leave it as a surprise for when I actually have it on the channel. Run! Holy crap, that normally would not be so much, but the multipliers make it so crazy. I'm just winning today! Holy crap. I'm just winning today. Plus 113 points. You will never see that in a regular game. Way too lucky, I know. But I actually like this mode. Okay, I just realized what the time is. It's like 2 hours into the stream. So we have to cut it here for today. I would like to keep going, but I usually keep the... I usually try to keep the Mahjong streams to around 2 hours. But we'll talk a little bit more before we close up for today. But yeah, thank you all for playing though. Thank you all for playing. Thank you for joining in if you join into the games. We'll try to do this more often. I realized that Mahjong is actually pretty popular on the channel. So I did mention that I would probably reduce the Mahjong to like maybe once a month. But I'll try my hardest to do it twice a month because I know you guys like it and I like it also. And we actually get to talk a little bit because I just don't do Zatsudans in general. The only times I do Zatsudans would be when I do the Japan Talk streams and this, or you know when something big happens and I just have to talk it out without anything in the background because it's actually that important. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like I want to make an announcement. I don't have an announcement to make, but I'm okay. Okay, I don't know if I should tease this right now. I don't know if I should tease this right now, but I am working on something. Okay, I'm working on something, and I think it's okay to show you, but I will show it to you heavily hidden. Okay. Let me just fix this really quick. Oh, actually no, I don't have to do this because I already did it before. Hold up. So I have been trying to figure out what I want to do as far as channel goes, and I get it. My overall feel, my overall look, kind of all over the place. So I'm trying to eventually make that a little bit more focused as far as what I am right now. Lore-wise, you don't really need to know anything about me lore-wise, but but I mean, I guess if I have to tell people, this is not my final form. This is not my true form. Apparently, I got shrunk after an accident, and kind of like Detective Conan style, I guess. But this is not my true form. So, but eventually, I do want to get back to my true form, and I will just show you really quick that we are in the process of trying to make that happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I will tease it here. Okay? This is not my final form. Maybe the next one might be my final form. I feel like I want to settle into that. But I will just tease this really quick. So let me just show you, but no details. Okay? There we go. That's the teaser. And the teaser's gone. You can scroll back to that later if you want to. I know I didn't show you much. Okay, I know I didn't show you much, but it is in progress. I don't know when it's gonna go. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it's probably. I mean, just expect this to be like a year-long thing, just because of all the stuff that has to happen in between. Nothing is in my control other than saying, yeah, this looks good. Let's go with that. Suggestions here and there, but yeah. We will. This is not currently my final form, but eventually we will get there. We'll get there, and with that will come hopefully a different feel to the channel. I will still be keeping my name because I feel like there's no reason to change my name at this point. But yeah, there's I just wanted to show you. I just want to tease out really quick to the people who are here that are here. And yeah, I think that's really all I have to say. Yeah, Ruka is Ruka. Yep. Ruka is Ruka. My last name might change. If anything, I might change the channel name a little bit, just because it seems a little bit too long. I might just shorten that a little bit, but it's gonna be roughly still the same, though. But as far as the overall feel, the channel, and stuff I do, I don't think it's gonna change too much. But I do want to do more non-gaming streams, whatever form that might take. Like, yeah, I like to game, but I want to try to do more non-gaming stuff, just in general. I just feel like that's a little bit more inclusive, interactive. I don't know what you want to call it. Something. We'll see. I'm still experimenting. But again, thank you all. Thank you all for the 500 subs plus on YouTube. Thank you. For anyone who's watching in Twitch, if you would like to support me on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel. The link for that is in the About section in Twitch. I do stream to Twitch once in a while, but that is not the main platform. That's just kind of a place I reach into once in a while just to see who might be interested to check it out. Yeah, so thank you for the 500. We will be celebrating the 500. We will be celebrating the 500. What do you call this? Subscriber. I guess milestone. Yeah, milestone. It's like I was forgetting the name for it. We will be celebrating the 500 subscriber milestone next week. I will be doing a challenge next week, around the same time we do Mahjong, maybe a little 1 hour earlier. But I will be doing a challenge next week, and it'll be this challenge. If I haven't posted about it yet, the Hot Ones challenge. So if no one knows what the Hot Ones challenge is, it's like a series of hot sauces. I think it's like 10 or 12 different hot sauces of increasing heat. And I think they have different ones each season. This is the one I got was season 19. That's the one I could get. The season 21 was unavailable for some reason, and I didn't want to wait for that to open up. So season 19 hot sauces are what we're going to be doing. I think some hot sauces are going to be the same between each season, and the ones in the middle are all different from various makers and stuff. I took a little peek at what they were, and I'm not familiar with any of them. So we'll be exploring that. So on next week, I'm gonna have to find some chicken to buy for the stream. And by the time I get to it on stream, it's probably gonna be cold. It's probably gonna be cold chicken by the time I get to it on stream. But hey, at least it's gonna be chicken, okay? And it's gonna be chicken that was gonna be used with this hot sauce, and we'll see if I will survive through all of them, or see how far I get. I don't think I'll tap out, but I might be maybe temporarily incapacitated in the middle. But we'll see. My heat tolerance is pretty high. But yeah, I'll post the waiting room for that hopefully in the next couple of days, so that you have an advanced notice on when that's going to happen. But I will tell you all right now, it's going to be next Saturday, around the same, maybe a little bit earlier than the start time when we do Mahjong. Okay, Just letting you know that. And it's probably going to be a short stream. It's probably like going to be 1 to 2 hours at most. Just because of the nature of it. But yeah. Thank you again for 500 subs. You saw the teaser. And I think I need to close it out for today. Thank you all for coming, everyone. Thank you all for playing. See you all next time. And I'll post the first few waiting rooms hopefully in the next couple of days. Thank you all, everyone. See you next time. Have a good rest. And have a good rest of your day. See you, everyone. Bye-bye.